The following is a demonstration of the Alert Software Field Service and Scheduling module. What we will do is go into a basic incident or work order. All of the labeling in the system can be completely modified and changed by the end user. If I'm going to log a new call, we simply click on New. There's essentially 5 methods of getting a service call into the Alert software system. The system supports inbound email, so it can automatically generate work orders from inbound emails to a specific address. There's also an Outlook add-in which will allow us to promote an email from a personal inbox into a new work order. That will also keep a full attachment of that original email in the Emails tab on the work order form itself. Calls can also be added from any handheld device, including Palms, Blackberries, iPhones, and Android-based devices. Customers can also log their own calls via the customer portal, or we have what we call the old-fashioned way, where somebody calls us up and we're going to log a call based on the information they provide. So we can search by any one or multiple of these fields and generate a new service call. In this case, I'll just search by company name and select Active Cycling. As I select their customer information, we can then select a specific location, or I can select to view all of the equipment that we have on file for this customer. In this particular example, we'll just take a call against this heating and cooling unit. As I pull that into the service call, we're getting some on-screen notifications that their contract, while they may have had one, is now inactive or it has expired. At that stage, we can then manually select the service code or the billable amount. You can also have that defaulted from the line item itself on the company equipment record. The system supports a full knowledge base, so we can search for previous solutions to this specific issue. It also fully supports all the help desk functionality with the knowledge base as well. In this case, we'll say this is a field service call, so that will place that in the appropriate call queue, and we can put in our description of the call and also our notes. Keep in mind all notes in the system are fully spell checked, and will give us suggestions for spelling changes. As I save that, the system has now generated the next available work order number, and its status here is currently entered and unassigned. We now need to assign this call to a resource, which can be done via the workflow by clicking the Assign button and manually selecting a resource, or we may choose to use one of the system's powerful schedulers. In this case, I'll use our Outlook style view of the scheduler. I can do single-day view, 7-day week view, a 2-week view of my schedule, and a 31-day month view. Now I'll go to a work week based view and narrow down my list of employees to a more manageable group of individuals. So I'm going to sort by office, and maybe I'll also further sort by job role. So here's all my resources sorted by office and job role. I will select the resources I wish to view their schedule, and if I go into a multi-owner view, I see their individual schedules across the work week. If we now go to our entered and currently unassigned calls, I can drag the active cycling call into the schedule. As we do so, the system is fully Exchange Server integrated, so it will actually push this appointment out to this technician's calendar. So they will see it on their handheld device as well as in their Outlook calendar. Please review the video on time entry to see how we can use those Outlook appointments for the technician to enter their time and complete their calls. In this particular demonstration, what we will do is use one of the other time entry methods and quickly complete this call and send it out for billing. So if we open up our work order again, we will see here in our work details the assignment that we've got to technician Gloria Camacho. We also see the status of the call is updated to scheduled. So now to complete the call, we can do one of a number of things. We can do time entry directly on the work order itself. We can use either our handheld or the Outlook-based time entry, or we may just simply use the employee's timesheet. So an employee can log in via the web and go directly to their timesheet, and we see here their current appointments is for the active cycling call, and highlighted in pink is the day that they are due to do that call. So they can simply enter the hours that they've spent. They can also enter any detail or any notes. As you can see, also they can enter any expenses against this call. So in this case, I'll just enter a little bit of detail and save that. And as we save the data, a couple of things happen for us. First of all, we see it's updated their actual billable hours for the week, so we can see that technician's billable utilization across the week directly from their timesheet. If we go back to the work order itself, we'll see that the hours are now represented based on the time entry that we put on the work order. I can see full customer history on the work order itself. I can also add any parts to the work order here. If you happen to be a Microsoft Dynamics GP user, we are also fully integrated to the GP inventory and purchasing system for the parts. Any expenses we incur will appear here. We have an ongoing view of our totals with revenue, cost, and margin, which can of course be secured by user. If the call was generated by email, the email will appear here. We can also send emails from the system. We can promote emails to existing calls, and any replies to those emails will automatically be added to the email thread. File attachments. We can attach any document of any kind to the work order. So if we take photos of the work that we've done, or there's schematics or any kind of document that we want to scan and attach to the work order, that's available here. At this stage, what we're going to do is complete the call. So we move to a status of completed, and then we have a second step in this demonstration workflow where we then close the call. So completed tells us that the technician's done the work, and close means that we've reviewed the work and it's ready to go through a billing cycle. So at that stage, we simply go to the billing module, say we'd like to invoice our work orders, and I'll select a cutoff date. We can also bill for just a specific call or just a specific office, and you even can apply custom filters to your billing engine. What we will do is create a batch for all work orders that are in a closed status right now. In this case, this batch has 3. What I'm going to do is actually remove 2 of them from the batch and deal with just this one work order right now. So those that I've removed will now get caught in the next billing run. We can make any adjustments or changes as needed to the billing batch within the batch. We can also, if we're satisfied, simply approve that and post it. It then gives us the choice of invoice date and generates the next available invoice number with a sample invoice that looks something like this. And the invoice is simply a SQL Reporting Services report, so it can look any way that you like. Again, if we are integrated with the Microsoft Dynamics GP product, it will then push that invoice across to a sales order processing invoice with full detail and general ledger distribution. This concludes the demonstration of the Alert work order module.